Hello, boys and girls. It's your favorite YouTuber, Mr. Polson, with another math video. My radio attendant is not here today, so I will have to do his job and turn off the radio. So just excuse me for 1 second, please. There we go. I sure do miss my students, and I really miss all the help you give me every day. For instance, there's an example. I had to turn off my radio. My radio attendant was not here to do it. It's tough when I don't have all of you here to help me. Today, boys and girls, we're going to be learning about faces, edges, and vertices. Now, last week, or maybe it was this week that you worked on this, you watched a Brain Pop video about solid figures. Now, remember, solid figures are three-dimensional figures. They're figures that you can actually hold up and feel and see all the parts of them. For instance, this shape is a rectangular prism. You watched a Brain Pop video about this. This particular figure is a sphere. Earth is the name of our planet. It's shaped like a sphere. This particular figure is a pyramid. This figure you learned about last week, or maybe this week, is a cube. This looks like a pop can. It is a cylinder. And our final shape that you learned about is a cone. One of my favorites. It's like an ice cream cone. Remember when I was a boy, when I went to Happy Joe's Pizza for my birthday, we used to get a clown face sundae, and the hat of the clown was a ice cream cone. So there's the cone. Well, today, boys and girls, we're going to delve in a little deeper here. We are going to start learning about the different parts of these particular three-dimensional shapes, and we're going to learn in particular about the faces, edges, and vertices of these. Now, on your paper, you can see here, it says you can describe three-dimensional figures by the number of faces, edges, and vertices. Now, I'm going to go through these with you, then I'm going to do this first part of the paper with you. The first part of a three-dimensional figure or shape that we're going to talk about is the face. Now, a face is any flat surface on that three-dimensional shape. Okay? Now, one way that I like to remember this particular term, face, is when you look at a three-dimensional figure, the faces are the flat parts. They're the parts of the three-dimensional figure that you can actually, don't tell Mr. Wright about this, you can actually draw a face on that part of the three-dimensional figure because it's flat. You could not draw a face on this part of a cone, would you? It's not flat. It wouldn't work. You could not draw a face on this sphere. It's too round. It wouldn't work. There's no flat parts. On this rectangular prism, there are many faces. There are lots of places that you could draw a face on here. And again, don't tell Mr. Wright about what I did to the cone. He might not be happy. Now, the next part of a three-dimensional shape or three-dimensional figure that we're going to talk about is the edge. Now, an edge is where two faces meet. So here's a face here. Here's a face here. This part right here where they come together is called an edge. And think of it as a cliff. When you're on a cliff, you can walk off. The edge. Okay? So here's the edge. An edge is where two faces meet. It's right here. This is an edge. A vertex is where three or more faces meet. So here's a face, here's a face, here's a face. 1, 2, 3. They all meet right here. Another word for a vertex is a corner. So it's basically the corners on this cube. Here's another vertex. Sorry. Here's 1, 2, 3 faces. They all meet right here at this vertex or corner. All right? So those are the three vocabulary terms that I wanted to teach you about today. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to start working on page number 347. I'm going to do page 347 with you, and then I'm going to let you do page 348 on your own. So I'm going to move my Elmo down here a little bit. Again, I have to do all this work because my Elmo attendant's not here to help me. Boy, this is getting tiring. I need you boys and girls back here to help me do this stuff. Hopefully we'll be back together soon. But in the meantime, we're going to do this together. Now, boys and girls, what we're going to do here is we've got a little graphic organizer here that's going to help us sort out the number of faces, edges, and vertices. Vertices is plural for vertex, by the way, that are on each of these three-dimensional shapes. So let's get started. Now, unfortunately, you do not have these at home. Maybe you could find some different things at home that resemble these three-dimensional figures to help you work on the next couple pages. But if you don't, that's not a big deal. I will work through it with you. Now, our first object we're going to look at here is a cube. Now, let's take a look at our cube here. We're first of all going to count the faces. And I'm going to, don't tell Mr. Wright, but I'm going to write this on here. We're going to count the faces, okay? So we have one face, two faces. Oops, that's a 3, sorry. 2 faces, 3 faces, 4 faces, and then we're going to go over here. We have 5 and 6. So this cube has 6 faces. We already filled that in for us. And as you'll notice, I am using this fine pencil with one of my good friends that you all know very well. He's the person that helps save Gotham City every night from the evils of the Joker and the Riddler. But enough about that. So it's got 6 faces. And by the way, boys and girls, did you remember to put your name on your paper? So it's got 6 faces. Now we're going to count the edges. Remember, the edges are the places where 2 faces come together. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this figure has 12 edges. So basically what you're doing is just going to go around, turn the cube around in your hand, and count the faces. Then turn it the opposite way and count the edges again. Now we're going to go to the vertices. And again, the vertices are basically the corners, the places that you don't want to hit your knee on if you're walking. Think of when you're at home and you hit your knee or your shin on a corner of a table. That's the vertice, basically, on a three-dimensional figure. So let's count the vertices. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got 8 vertices on this cube. Now, we're going to go to our rectangular prism. Now, a rectangular prism, boys and girls, it's almost like a cube, except some of its faces are longer. So if you kind of look and think about it, what do you think will be similar between a rectangular prism and a cube? You're right. The number of faces, edges, and vertices are going to be the same. All right, let's count anyway. Here we go. Let's count the faces first. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go up to the ends, 5 and 6. So 6 faces on a rectangular prism. Let's go to the edges. Remember, the edges are 2 places or 2 faces come together. It's like the cliff. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges again, just like the cube. Vertices, the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. So again, the cube and the rectangular prism both have the same number of faces, edges, and vertices. Let's move on to the pyramid. Our pyramid looks like this. Now on the pyramid, we're going to count the faces first. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 faces on a pyramid. Now we're going to count the edges, the cliffs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we flip it upside down, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges. Now we're going to go to the vertices, the sharp corners. We've got one right up here on top. Now we flip it over, and we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices. Okay, that takes care of 3 of our solid figures. Moving on, boys and girls, we're going to go to the cylinder next. Our cylinder has got 1 face, 2 faces. Then, boys and girls, how many edges does it have? Now, there really is no place where the edges meet on here, because there's one edge on the top and one edge on the bottom, so they do not meet. So this figure has 0 edges. And since there are no edges, there are no vertices. Because there are no faces, there's no place where 3 faces are coming together. Next, we have our cone. Now our cone, oh, there he is. There's Guy Smiley. Our cone has 1 face. There's 1 place on this cone that we can draw a face. Edges. Since there's only 1 edge, there can't be any, or one, I'm sorry, since there's only 1 face, there can only be 1 edge. So strike that, reverse it. Since there's only 1 face, there can only be 0 edges. Because remember, in order to have an edge, you have to have 2 faces coming together. And since there are 0 edges, there can't be any vertices, because there are not enough faces. And our final figure here is the sphere. And on a sphere, boys and girls, are there any faces? You're right. There are no faces on the sphere. So it's 0 faces. And since there are 0 faces, can there be any edges? Nope. You're correct again. 0 faces. And since there are 0 faces and 0 edges, can there be any vertices? You answered correctly again, boys and girls. There are 0 vertices. Very nicely done. Boys and girls, what I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you do the rest of this paper on the page 348 on your own, on the back. You can follow the directions. And what I'd like to have you do with this when you're done is please send me a copy of this, because this is an important skill that we need to know. So this is listed on our homework calendar is something I'd like to have you turn in. So if you could have your moms or dads or grandmas and grandpas, whoever you're with, brothers and sisters, send this to me. That would be great. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I sure do miss all of you. And hopefully we'll be together real soon. Bye, boys and girls.